Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to take a stack of research and, well, hopefully turn you into an instant expert.
Or at least very well informed.
Exactly. And our focus today is something you might have walked past 1,000 times and never even noticed. Burdock root.
It's one of those fascinating plants that has a really deep history. It's a long root vegetable native to northern Asia and Europe. And for centuries, it was a go-to for treating infections, helping with wounds.
Long before we had modern medicine to rely on.
Precisely.
But the thing that really got me, the aha moment, was its connection to a piece of modern design. It's actually kind of wild.
Oh, you mean the Velcro story?
The Velcro story. So everyone knows those little sticky dried flowers, right? The burrs that get stuck on your clothes when you're hiking.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, a Swiss engineer looked at those under a microscope, and that's what gave him the idea for Velcro.
It's a perfect example of biomimicry, and the plant itself is pretty imposing. It can grow over 5 feet tall, these massive leaves, all held down by this single taproot that can go a meter deep.
A meter? Wow.
And that deep root is key. It's how it mines all these minerals from way down in the soil. And while we don't eat it much in the U.S., it's a huge deal in other places.
Like Japan, right?
Exactly. They call it gobo. It's a star ingredient in dishes like kinpira gobo. The flavor is, well, it's a bit like a parsnip or maybe a Jerusalem artichoke.
And in terms of nutrition, it really punches above its weight. The sources we looked at show it's packed with minerals, potassium, calcium, magnesium.
And phosphorus.
Yep.
But the big one is inulin.
Which is a type of fiber, but not just any fiber.
Right. It's a prebiotic, so it's not just roughage. It's actual food for the good bacteria in your gut, which directly helps your colon and, your whole immune system.
Okay, so let's shift to the medicinal side, because this is where the research gets really interesting, though we should say a lot of it is still preliminary.
It is. But according to research, burdock root is an antioxidant powerhouse. It's loaded with compounds like quercetin, luteolin,
and the phenolic acids. For those of us who aren't chemists, can you just break that down? What do antioxidants like that actually do?
Their main job is to protect your cells from damage. And they also help reduce inflammation. There was even a study that showed it reduced inflammatory markers in patients with osteoarthritis.
Which probably explains its traditional use for skin conditions, like acne and eczema.
Exactly. The anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties are likely what's at play there. It's often called one of nature's best blood-purifying herbs.
Blood purifying, that's a very traditional term. What does that actually mean in a modern context? Is it helping the liver, the kidneys?
That's pretty much it. It's understood to support the body's natural detox pathways. And this brings us to some of the most, exciting research.
But also the part where we have to be really careful.
Yes. So in animal models, some compounds in burdock have shown potent inhibitory effects on the growth of certain cancers, like pancreatic carcinoma.
Okay, but we have to put a big, bold pin in that. This is where it's so important to be clear.
Absolutely. This is the crucial health disclaimer. These findings, as incredible as they sound, are from test tube and animal studies.
Right. And the leap from a mouse to a human is massive.
It is. So, to be crystal clear, burdock root is not currently recommended for cancer prevention or treatment or for managing blood sugar. You have to talk to a healthcare provider.
So if someone is considering trying it, it comes in a bunch of forms. Fresh root, powder, tea.
Oil, extract. It's widely available. But before anyone runs out to forage, we have to talk about safety. This is a big one.
This might be the most critical warning of the whole deep dive.
I think so. First, never collect wild burdock unless you are 100% certain you can identify it.
Why is the risk so high?
Because its roots look almost identical to the belladonna nightshade plant.
Which is highly toxic.
Fatal, even, and they often grow right next to each other. It is not a risk worth taking. Also, it's a natural diuretic.
So avoid it if you're dehydrated, pregnant, or taking other water pills.
Right. And if you're allergic to daisies or chrysanthemums, you might have a reaction. And as always, remember, supplements aren't monitored by the FDA, so purity can be an issue. Always talk to a professional first.
So to sum it all up, we've looked at burdock root as this versatile, historic ingredient, a subject of some really promising research, and, the inspiration for Velcro.
It's pretty amazing, and it leaves me with this one thought. You think about that massive taproot, how it mines minerals from so deep underground.
Like a real survival food.
Exactly. So what if all this potential The nutritional value, the detoxifying effects, what if it's all confirmed in big human clinical trials?
What would that mean? Not just for our health, I suppose.
No, but for something bigger like sustainable agriculture,
Yeah.
could this humble weed actually become a major global player?
A fascinating thought. Something for you to mull over this week. Thanks for diving deep with us.